Alright, so this is the time where Garrett Southgate has to make a decision either to substitute, to change the position, or to give different instructions to Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. These are why my reasons are. Right now, Gareth Southgate has a litany of riches. He has a disgraceful amount of riches to his arsenal. He has the best player in Germany in Harry Kane. He has arguably the best player in Spain in Jude Bellingham. He has arguably the best player or the best two players in Phil Foden and Bukayo Saka in the Premier League. This is a team that is filled with enough opportunities, is filled with enough talent to defeat any team that comes in their way. So why is it that England have absolutely been the worst team, in my opinion, when it comes to play in the Euros? The two games that England have played against Slovenia, if I'm not mistaken, and no, not Slovenia, but the two games, the start game and against Denmark, have been the worst games that I have watched in the Euros. It's boring, it's lethargic, it is packing the bus, it is not utilizing your players to their full potential, and that box that ends at the feet of Gareth Southgate. This is not how you do it. This is not how you play this amount of players. This is not how you figure out how to win a trophy after coming so close in the last Euros and bottling the job against Italy in final at Wembley Stadium. Now, this is what I would believe that Gareth Southgate needs to do to absolutely get the best out of England and take them back into being the contenders, being the favorites to win the Euros. Number one, I am going to be moving Bellingham back to the number 8 position. I know Bellingham played the entire season as the number 10 position in Real Madrid, and he worked at swimming in well. He won the La Liga, he won the UEFA Champions League with the same style. However, I believe that Jude Bellingham has everything a midfielder needs in that particular position. He can play the 6, he can play the 8, and he can play the 10. In my opinion, because of the litany of players that he has basically, Bellingham needs to play the number 8. Why do I say this? Because Bellingham has the opportunity to dictate the game with his one-touch passes, with his close dribbles, with his ability to see the entire field. He has the ability to change the game from that point of view. Secondly, you would then move Phil Foden from that right wing that you're putting him, which is absolutely disgraceful, and bringing him in the central of the pitch where he can do most damage. Give you an example. Against Denmark, Foden found the ball at his feet in a half turn in the middle of the 18, in the middle of the pitch, and his first try hit the post. That is why Phil Foden today is the best player of the Premier League, arguably, because they're debatable. However, Phil Foden's best position is not down the wing. It is coming into that free space, coming into that mid space, coming into the mid turn, coming into the position in between the defense and the midfield. That is Phil Foden's best position. And Gareth Southgate should stop gambling with his best players and their best position. And that is why I say move Bellingham to the 8, move Foden to the 10. And what would that do? Secondly, or thirdly, what that would bring is an ability for him to play with the likes of Harry Kane in the midfield. Because Harry Kane is a striker that always is going to drop back. He always wants to feel the ball. He always wants to check the ball. He always wants to have the ball to his feet. He's not running on the back end. In fact, he's the one doing the assisting most of the time. And how are we going to be able to tell that? We watched him with Tottenham. He played so many years with the likes of and Son is a winger that absolutely loves running the channels. He absolutely loves running behind the defender. And that worked perfectly because Harry Kane is just like Trent Alexander-Arnold when it comes to playing those intricate passes that can absolutely pinpoint your toenail from 45 yards away. He has it in his locker. So what would I do to kind of Phil Foden and Harry Kane in this opportunity? I'm going to bring on the likes of Watkins or Gordon. These are players that absolutely love running down the channels. Ollie Watkins is a striker, but we can utilize that in our advantage because we can disguise him as a winger, someone that is going to play the wings. He's going to make an underlapped run. He's going to make the run behind the fullbacks or behind the centre backs. And Harry Kane is going to find him every single day. Harry Kane will find him that run. Or we can absolutely utilize the flanks by playing Anthony Gordon in a position where Anthony Gordon would dominate the flank, would dominate the line, would absolutely use the flanks and run into the bar line to Bryce Bellingham, Foden in one midfield and still play Trent Alexander-Arnold. Because what that would entail is us losing either a winger or a striker. And we cannot afford to do that. Saka is one of the best wingers in the world. He's the best striker in the world. And I'm bringing another threat in the left-hand side. So I'm going to be dropping Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now, it doesn't mean he's not going to play the competition. It just means I'm going to utilize him in specific teams, against specific teams that we are not going to be able to hold the ball. I'm going to utilize him in a team that is going to sit back and hit on a counter like France. I'm going to utilize him in a team that we need to have a transitional attack ASAP against Spain, teams like that want to hold the ball. I'm going to utilize him in that situation. And that is where I believe Southgate is getting it wrong. Let me know what you guys think about my suggestions. Let me know what you think, if this would absolutely solidify the team and give England the best chance to win, or this would just cause more uproar and it would not have us singing "It's Coming Home" next season. Let me know. Make sure you guys hit that comment down below. Make sure you guys hit that follow button and make sure you guys absolutely subscribe to the channel, because we're doing this big. We're doing this bigger and better than anyone to think. Let's go. Peace.